And we begin tonight with that guilty verdict in the Bob Bashara murder trial.
The former Grosse Pointe Park businessman will likely be spending the rest of his life in prison for the murder of his wife, Jane.
We brought it to you live on Channel 7 and on WXYZ.com this morning when it happened. Bashara walking into the downtown Detroit courtroom shortly after 3 this afternoon to hear the verdict being handed down.
In the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Bashara, will you please read your verdict form as marked as to count 1, conspiracy to commit homicide, murder first degree premeditated.
Guilty of conspiracy to commit homicide or murder first degree premeditated.
As you can see, Bashara shaking his head after hearing the guilty verdicts listed beyond him.
Yeah, 7 Action News investigator Jim Kurtzner joins us live from downtown with reaction now to today's verdict. Jim?
This is the story we've been watching play out for the last 3 years, and it just got juicier along the way. The mistresses, the dungeon, the murder for hire plot all finally turned inside out here for the jury and everyone to see the awful truth. In the beginning, Mr. Bashara was Mr. Innocent with his son and mother.
We wish to thank the hundreds and hundreds of supporters and people who have shown their love and respect for my Jane.
You watched him, you saw him trying to play the media, trying to play the sympathy card for him.
I have no comment. The jury did their job.
You think they saw through it?
The jury did their job.
The case unfolded. Bashara was living a secret double life as Master Bob, had dates with mistresses in his own BDSM dungeon in the basement of the Hard Luck Lounge in Grosse Pointe Park. In 2 months of trial, the mistresses came in one by one to testify against Bashara, exposing him and the truth. One he promised he would marry, even got her to go along with a third woman in their relationship for sex.
Would you choose the woman that would come into your relationship?
That was what we had discussed.
And her handyman, Joe Gentz, mentally challenged, and at first with an unbelievable story that he was threatened by and paid by Bashara to kill Jane. He would plead guilty to her strangling, but then refused to testify at the trial. The jury of 9 men, 3 women, convicted without him, and were escorted out of the courthouse today without talking to the media.
Mr. Bashara, of course, is disappointed and shocked, but the jury deliberated. We have to respect their decision.
I think hearing that the jury has rendered its decision and it goes against you, yeah, that's a shocking experience.
Sentencing next month is just a formality. This is automatic life in prison without parole because the #1 charge guilty of premeditated first-degree murder. Joanne, Stephen?
Jim, do we have any reaction from Jane's family tonight?
They were not here in court this afternoon. We have not seen them around here at all this afternoon. We believe they were watching this on television.
Oh, I'm sure they were. Been a tragedy so many years in the making. Thank you, Jim, so much.